welcome back to the Bang Podcast. This is episode 3. What are we going to call this one?
We're going to call this Meet the Mets, I think.
Meet the Mets. Alright, so that'll key into our first topic, which is the New York Mets. Do you want to start with this one? Because you know more about it than I do.
Okay, so again, there's a story the other day, I believe it was reported by Ken Rosenthal again. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. And all of a sudden I get breaking news. Former Mets manager Mickey Callaway sends a lewd text to and I'm like saying to myself, the other day something happened with them.
Yeah, who was the guy the other day?
Jared Porter, the GM who was fired.
Yeah.
Apparently Mickey Callaway was sending texts to these reporters and was like, sleeping in bed with no clothes on is very relaxing.
That's weird.
And he was doing this as manager of the Mets.
That's really
so
weird.
I mean.
Wait, who is he sending the messages to? Reporters or like female on the staff?
Reporters.
Yes,
Or
random reporters.
I'm like foreign media, stuff like that. And it's very weird.
What a fucking idiot.
The Mets have
what an idiot.
The Mets have a credibility of a problem with choosing some of the right people. I mean, God, it's a problem for the MLB.
Who's their Cohen now? Scumbag Cohen?
Oh, Steve Cohen? He's out. He deleted his Twitter account.
I know he did. Because of the whole GameStop.
Yeah,
Game
speaking of GameStop, should have sold. So.
What?
Sorry.
No, it's going back up. It's going back up.
Let's see for how
It's
long.
going back up, trust me. Yeah, I agree. Their issue is like a deep-rooted thing in their organization.
Yeah, and it's just, first of all,
that's just weird. Like, I don't understand what would provoke the man to do that. It's so
people
weird.
are weird. Again.
That's like just really weird.
Look up on the internet, Mickey Callaway text messages.
I don't think people want to look that up.
But if you want to see what's going on with Mickey Callaway.
How old is he? He's like not that old for a guy.
Late 40s, maybe?
Late 40s?
Early 50s?
Wow.
I don't know. He's like a spring chicken. I mean, I don't know about that. But, no, and I think it's fair to say the grace period for the Mets is, I'm not going to say over because they'll probably sign Bauer within a week, but, I mean.
All right, well, do you think that these issues are going to affect, like, their chemistry at all or no? Callaway is even on the...
No,
well, you have to say.
I'm saying
Callaway is no longer
on
on the Mets.
No,
he's a pitching coach for the Angels.
No,
so,
you're right, but it makes the Mets look bad. Like, it just...
Well, they already look bad. They stink.
No, I agree with the fact that Steve Cohen hires a GM, and they just always seem to make the wrong moves. Will it affect them on the field? Probably not, but it's the Mets, so you really never know.
What are your predictions for Lindor next year?
I think Lindor will have a...
You think he'll be an all-star?
Oh, yeah. He'll probably start the all-star game. Again, the thing with the Mets is they have so much talent.
They do.
But
they're going to be really good.
But things always seem to go wrong for them. So
things always do seem to go wrong for the Mets.
Write it down right now. The Mets will finish below 500 next season.
No way.
Take it to the bank.
No way.
I'm not saying it'll be...
I think they're going to they'll make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs.
You're probably right, but with expanded...
I don't know if they...
Did you see that? MLB has a
good. There shouldn't be. Do you like the expanded playoffs? I don't.
For last year, I was fine with it because it was 60 games.
Yeah, COVID.
And you had to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I have no problem.
I don't like the expanded playoffs.
I don't like the...
I don't like any of that. I think they should keep it. The only thing I
like...
like...
The only thing I like is the DH. And apparently...
No, I don't like the DH. I like watching the pitchers. I think it's funny watching the pitchers.
But it's not quality baseball. It's like a joke.
It is a joke. It's a joke, but when a pitcher runs into one, it's the best thing ever.
No, but it's so one out of every 100 times. It's not fun.
It happens. Some of the hitters in the National League are pretty good.
In World Series...
Like that guy Lorenzen can actually hit.
Okay, well, because then you can start him as a DH. Because in a lot of leagues, what happens is, in the World Series, you want Game 7 coming out the fucking Walker Buehler spot in the order? No!
That's why you gotta have a deep bench. I think it's better because it shows the depth of your team. The deepest team, who's the best team, should win the World Series. If Walker Buehler is up in the 9th inning with the World Series on line, you gotta be able to pinch hit for that guy and have someone come with a big hit.
Sometimes you run out of bench players.
If you're not a team with depth, then yeah, you do. What is the other rule? Oh, the one I hated. Putting a team on a guy on second base.
No, I agree.
Oh,
I understand.
Gross. I hated that. You gotta let them earn that. That's just ridiculous.
No, I agree.
You could do a bunt and then basically a single and you win.
No, I agree with that.
That's just stupid.
Again, I just feel like a lot of the things with MLB is you gotta get the fans into it still, and I think that's why they're trying to do it, to speed up the play of the game. But it's not as... I agree with you. Because I just don't know what's baseball. I don't like it as much. But I understand what they're trying to do.
Now, when do you think they're gonna have like actual fans back?
I think they'll start off in a lot of the ballparks with minimal fans. Will we ever at any point...
When, like April?
Oh yeah, I think by April we'll have. But when will we have like full capacity? I don't know if that's gonna happen this year.
Ever?
If it will, maybe the play. Oh, ever? Yeah.
No, I mean ever like this year, like this season.
That's pushing it.
I think
Maybe
like
the playoffs?
September, October. I think so.
I think that's very.
I think so.
I
I think
don't
because
know.
I don't know.
2%
I feel like it's
of
gonna be better.
Americans. Think about it. 2% of Americans have been vaccinated at this point. You need like 68 more, I would say, percent, and it's 2% in like a month and a half, 2 months. It's not good enough. I mean, again, I hope that will speed it up because of a new administration, but I don't know if that's the case. And so far, it's not looking great. I mean, we made progress lately, but not good enough.
Do you want to talk about that? A little progress report on Biden.
Well, look.
How do you like Biden so far?
I think that he's basically undone everything Trump has done, which I think is a good thing. But now, basically, the big story is they need to pass the relief bill, which.
I don't know what the holdup is with that.
No,
it seems like
the holdup is
it really seems like it should be a bipartisan issue to me.
Yeah, but the Republicans are doing everything in their power to screw up, and it's just that's the issue. And if I'm Biden, I say screw them. We don't need the Republicans. Just
They don't.
They don't. And I
but
know
you want to have
I understand
you
want to
have something that both agree on. Like you want to just pass something through.
I agree, but Obama made the mistake in 2009 of trying to work with them, and they screwed him over, and then it screwed his entire presidency up since then. So if I was Biden, I'd say screw you.
I agree, but this time you're really playing with people's.
No, I agree. I agree.
You just. I don't
and he's
care.
trying. I give him credit for that. He's trying. He had the 10 Republican senators.
I honestly think the Republicans should forget about what it costs and just let it go through. People are losing their jobs and they're losing their lives.
I agree.
I
think they will bend. I predict the Republicans.
They should bend. I don't know what they gain out of. Like, really? The deficit is that important to you? That you won't save a few businesses and lives?
They didn't care about it under Trump, so they really can't say much now.
Yeah.
So, because Trump...
It should be it should get voting across the board for that.
No,
that makes no sense to me.
Also, I wanted to ask you, did you see the NFL? I thought it was very interesting how apparently Tom Brady... It just shows like what we'll say whatever you want about the guy. Apparently a Bucs player was crying after they made it to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady marches in and is like, "What the fuck are you crying for? What are you crying for? We ain't won nothing yet." And apparently the team was like, "What the?" Which is why I'm leaning Bucks right now. Because,
I agree.
Because I just think that I can't see Mahomes winning.
I'm gonna give my my final pick whenever the next episode Sunday morning. But
I'm leaning Bucks. That's subject to change.
I don't know. I think it's a toss-up. I think it's closer than a lot of people think because I think the Bucks have really proved something. Tom Brady especially, that he's fucking.
No, I will say that if the Bucks win, they'll have to score above 30 points. That's minimum. Which I don't know if they can do. But if they win, they need above 30 points.
I think that's very doable for the Bucks.
No, I agree
their
with you.
offense
That's
is flying. I think it relies on their defense. If they can slow down.
I don't know. They're not going to slow him. They can't stop him. Will they slow him down?
Not going to stop him. They could slow him down a little bit.
I was looking today at like Super Bowl lines, and I was seeing like past the lines of the Super Bowl. Bucks are 3. I would have. Bucks Chiefs 3. I think that sounds about right. But the Giants in 2007
versus the Patriots?
Were plus 12. the Giants were plus
what was the money line? Oh my god.
50 money line. I mean, stuff like like
that's probably accurate.
No, I agree.
Whoa, the Patriots are undefeated, right?
Season, yeah. There was one I saw 2002. Oh, the first Patriots Super Bowl. I had no idea how much of an upset it was. The Patriots were what were they? They were 17-point underdogs.
Wow.
Or 16.
Well, they played the greatest show on turf, right? Who did they play?
I think they played the Rams in 02.
Yeah, the greatest show. That's the greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
The Rams.
Yeah, and they ended up upsetting them. That was where it all started.
Wow.
Who knows if they lost? What would have changed?
Brady. All right. Anything else about that?
By the way, I'll tell you what. I kind of feel bad.
There's not much. I feel like there's not much news to talk about.
Aaron Rodgers being a baby. Did he do that? Oh,
he's such he is a baby. I didn't think he was that much.
His truck.
Oh, I saw that.
I mean, I'm not
That's
sure.
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But he's like a baby. Like, I don't know what his problem is. His future is uncertain. Like, what?
No, he'll be back.
His team is one of the best in the league.
I don't blame him for being mad. I mean,
I do blame him. It's his fault.
The Packers did draft his replacement in the first round, which made absolutely no sense. I don't blame him.
Maybe they're gonna. Stafford to the Rams. No. What do you think about that?
I mean, look. I think the Rams.
I'm gonna give you a prediction.
For now.
I think the Rams are gonna be a playoff team, Super Bowl contender.
Okay,
with Matthew Stafford. He is very underrated.
He's very
and their
good.
defense, when healthy, is remarkable.
He's very good, but
their defense is amazing.
Completely overpaid.
Oh, they did. They gave up too many draft picks.
Bad trade for them. I mean,
too many draft
it
picks.
really is. I agree Stafford is better than Jared Goff, but that much better?
He's also pretty old.
Picks?
How many years do you think? 4 years?
And he's injured
5
a lot?
years?
I don't know. Look, I just think that it's you're really testing it if you're the Rams.
I mean,
it's just so
he's great though. They're thinking win now because they do have Ramsey, Aaron Donald. Jared Goff is just not good.
I will say that.
He's
garbage.
garbage.
At least they're going for it.
Jared Goff is garbage.
But he had a bad year, but he did.
Dude, he stinks. Even when he led them to the Super Bowl, that was all McVay in his ear. He couldn't even do anything when McVay got shut down.
The point is, though, he got his team to a Super Bowl when
it wasn't him.
Well, my point is, they can make the Super Bowl with Jared Goff.
He wasn't even calling a single play. It was all McVay in his ear.
Okay, but
he goes like this
every
play to listen.
All these quarterbacks do.
No, Tom Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady.
Kidding me?
What about Tom Brady?
Aaron Rodgers. He's not sitting there like this for every play.
Battle 4 come off the field.
He calls a few plays, but he doesn't call every single one and tells him where to throw it like a robot, like Jared Goff.
Okay, you think Kyle Shanahan did not tell Jimmy Garoppolo every play to throw?
Yeah, and Jimmy Garoppolo is about as good as Jared Goff.
And Deshaun Watson goes to...
No.
You don't think Kyle Shanahan's going to be easier?
Deshaun Watson scrambling out of the box and breaking 3 tackles and launching one down the field is not scripted by, what is his name? Romeo Cornell?
Okay, well...
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
All right. What are we... In other news...
Okay, I mean, we can finish with the NBA.
NBA.
I just thought that... I was watching the game yesterday.
Quick NBA segment. So, I want to talk about my Knicks. I like this Knicks team this year. I really do.
I mean, the only reason you like them is because they're mediocre this year.
No.
They're not terrible. At the
they're
end.
not terrible,
mediocre.
But no, I like their team because they play great defense.
Quickly's pretty good.
Quickly. That's the guy. I love Quickly. They're a scrappy team. They play good defense. Do you think they'll make the playoffs?
Yes.
I'm very optimistic. I think they will.
I think they're probably...
I think they will. I think they'll make the 7th or 8th seed.
7th pushing it. 8th, if anything. And I think, you know what? It'd be great if they came in. Again, speaking of the other New York team, I was watching the game yesterday.
Oh, the Nets.
They were all on yesterday. Kyrie was ridiculous.
I don't understand. People have been saying that Kyrie is overrated.
No.
Are you kidding me? He's insane. He is so good. If he wants to take over a game at any time, he can.
No, I agree.
He's amazing.
All 3 of those guys could drop 60 on any day, on any night, which is why
it's an unfair. They're stacked team.
But they just
their problem is defense. They don't play defense.
I think it needs to be,
James Harden on defense is like putting a dummy out there like it's nothing.
No, I know. Is there anyone on the market they could pick up?
They traded away all their best. Jared Allen, Torian Prince, Karras. It's probably gonna be worth it. I mean, how could they not make the championship?
They were bad defensively.
They could score 150 points a game and just.
But okay, they lost. Who they lose to? Those are the Wizards.
Yeah, they did.
That was awful. That was terrible.
They crushed me.
That was terrible.
They don't play defense for shit.
Oh, look, I was watching the Golden State game yesterday too. I mean, they ended up losing, but when Steph Curry is on.
Oh, he's been doing great this year. He's been doing really
I'll tell you what, if Klay Thompson comes back next year at full force, watch out. Championship contender.
I like that guy. The guy they drafted. What's his name? He's really good. The Memphis kid who got.
I know you're talking about.
Why can't I think his name? Oh, James
Wiseman.
Yes. Okay. Dude, what? Yeah, he got messed up by the NCAA and he didn't play. Good for him, honestly.
No, I agree. Did you see the they're coming. Speaking of the NCAA, they came out with a new.
I love NCAA basketball. Could be my favorite sport. But the way that the NCAA does things just pisses me off.
I think college players should be paid or no?
I think they should. Yeah, I do. I don't know how you do that because once you start paying like the basketball players, then you're gonna have to start paying like all the sports, and that's just ridiculous.
Think Zion should be.
But I think here's what I think. I think they should be allowed to have endorsements. That's what I think. If you're good enough to get an endorsement, you should be able to get it. That's stupid that you can't.
And then we see. I've seen videos in the past of coaches being very like.
Yeah, the coaches get paid, and they can do commercials and shit.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. Like Saban and making millions of dollars off his players, just because I mean, he's a very good coach. But
yeah,
we think he'd
ridiculous.
Be in the would win every championship every year with like.
I know, and then they get mad at them for taking money under the table, as if they have any
I know,
money.
they have nothing
Like they have to pay for their stuff.
They got
How do you think
and
they're
then
gonna?
You hear stories. I forgot to this segment, but it was like they lost so much money because of what's it called? Oh, like, one guy was super poor and
Yeah.
And like these coaches,
They offer him money and stuff, and they're like, what are they gonna do? Not take it?
I know it's
ridiculous.
Awful. It's awful.
It is.
It's just.
All right, so the camera fell there. So I mean, we were going over like the time we were gonna do anyway.
Yeah.
It was just gonna be a short one today. So we're done, right?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, I think that's it for today. When is the next one?
This Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, we will come out with our.
Yes,
Super
watch
Bowl
it
picks.
before the Super Bowl, so you get our
Super Bowl
picks.
Sunday, yes.
Yeah.
Again, we're picking. We're not gonna say, but what to say. We'll be. You'll be interested.
We'll have a lot. Let's just talk all Super Bowl,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
We'll get a
Super
bunch of
Bowl
stats and stuff. We'll talk
I
about
agree. Super
the
Bowl.
whole Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes. Okay. We'll see you next time.
All right. Thank you.